Did you know that one of the most dangerous moments in a senior's day is stepping into the shower? It sounds harmless, even comforting, but after 70 showering at the wrong time can silently raise your risk of finding stroke or even sudden heart events. In this video, we're breaking down the most dangerous times for older adults to shower and explaining why certain parts of the day, often the ones you'd least expect, can quietly put your heart, brain, and balance at risk. Each of these 5 insights is based on medical research, real life incidents, and patterns observed by geriatric specialists who've studied the subtle ways aging affects circulation, body temperature, and neurological response. If you're someone who's had a few dizzy spells lately, or maybe you felt off after a shower but couldn't explain why, this video may give you the answers you've been looking for, stick around to the end. Because the last point is something very few people talk about, but it could make all the difference in how you start or end your day safely. Let's dive in. Number 1, showering too early in the morning. The moment you wake up, your body is still transitioning from a state of deep rest to full alertness. Your blood pressure is adjusting, your heart rate is climbing, and your circulation is slowly catching up after hours of lying still. For seniors, especially those over 70, this transition isn't always smooth, and stepping into a shower too early, especially within the first 15 to 30 minutes of waking, can send your body into a kind of shock it's not ready for. Here's why. Your blood vessels are still slightly constricted, your core temperature is low, and as you move from lying down to standing, your body's already working overtime just to keep you balanced. Add in the heat, the steam, and the upright posture of a shower, and it's the perfect storm for dizziness, fainting, or a sudden drop in blood pressure. I once spoke with Jerry, 81, who'd been waking at 6 a.m., and Jerry, 81, heading straight into the bathroom to shower before breakfast. One morning, he collapsed, no warning, no symptoms, just blacked out. Turns out his body couldn't handle the sudden demand. He'd gone from sleep to standing to hot water in under 10 minutes, and his blood pressure couldn't keep up. His doctor recommended a simple change. Wait at least 30 minutes after waking, have a glass of water, maybe stretch a little, then shower. Since then, no more issues. It's not about fear, it's about physiology. Your circulatory system needs time. Give it that time, and you give your brain, heart, and balance a better chance to keep you safe. So if your routine starts with rolling out of bed and heading straight for the shower, consider pausing, let your body catch up to the day. It could be one of the smartest changes you make this year. Number 2, very hot showers before bedtime. There's something comforting about a warm shower at night. It relaxes your muscles, washes away the day, and seems to ease you into sleep. But if that water is too hot, and especially if you're over 70, it may be doing more harm than good. Hot water raises your core temperature. It opens your blood vessels wide and signals your heart to work just a little harder. For younger people, this isn't usually a problem, but for older adults who often have less responsive cardiovascular systems, that sudden heat can throw the body's rhythm off track. Here's the hidden issue. When your body gets too warm close to bedtime, it has to work harder to cool itself down. And that cooling process is essential not just for quality sleep, but for maintaining stable blood pressure and heart rate overnight. In seniors, that stress on the system combined with natural age-related changes in heart function can quietly increase the risk of nocturnal cardiac events or sleep-related strokes. I remember Marilyn, 77, who used to take long, hot showers right before bed because they helped her arthritis feel better, but she'd often wake up feeling sluggish, dizzy, or anxious in the middle of the night. After speaking with her doctor, she started turning the water a few degrees cooler and moved her shower to just after dinner instead. The difference: her sleep improved, her blood pressure evened out, and those nighttime disturbances went away. If you love your evening shower, you don't have to give it up, but consider lowering the temperature to warm, not hot, and give yourself at least an hour afterward to cool down before getting into bed. And if you find yourself waking with night sweats, palpitations, or morning confusion, this one simple change might be exactly what your body's been asking for. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 2 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, I recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now, let's move forward. Number 3, Walter, 75, showering right after eating after all. Meal, your body shifts its priorities. Blood flow moves toward the stomach and digestive organs to help break down food, absorb nutrients, and manage blood sugar. For younger people, this redistribution of blood usually goes unnoticed. But as we age, the body's ability to balance circulation, especially when demands are competing, starts to change. That's why taking a shower shortly after eating can be risky for older adults, especially if the water is hot or you're standing for too long. You might unknowingly be pulling blood away from the digestive process and challenging your cardiovascular system all at once. The result: dizziness, lightheadedness, a sudden drop in blood pressure, or in more serious cases, fainting spells and near stroke symptoms caused by reduced blood flow to the brain. One gentleman I met named Walter, 75, had a habit of eating breakfast, finishing his coffee, and immediately heading to the bathroom to freshen up. A few times he got woozy in the shower but brushed it off as just getting older. It wasn't until a minor fall that his doctor explained what was really going on. His body was sending blood to his stomach for digestion, but the heat of the shower in the upright posture pulled that blood elsewhere, leaving his brain short-changed in the process. Since then, he waits at least 45 minutes after eating before showering, and he hasn't had a dizzy episode since. So if you've ever felt weak, overheated, or off balance while showering after a meal, your body may be telling you something important. Give your system time to digest. Let the meal settle. Then step into the shower when your circulation isn't already working overtime. It's a simple shift, but one that could save you from a dangerous fall or something far worse. Number 4, showering during peak midday heat and poorly ventilated homes. There's a quiet danger that many seniors overlook, especially in warmer climates or older homes without strong ventilation. Showering during the hottest part of the day when heat has already built up indoors. Around noon to mid-afternoon, body temperature naturally climbs. Add to that the ambient heat trapped inside homes, and you have a recipe for overheating. Now imagine stepping into a warm shower during that window, in a bathroom with little airflow or no fan. Suddenly your body is surrounded by steam, your blood vessels are expanding, and your ability to cool down is compromised, especially if you have reduced sweat response, which is common in aging adults. The issue here isn't just discomfort, it's thermoregulation. Seniors are more susceptible to heat-related stress, and when the body overheats, it diverts resources to skin and extremities in an attempt to cool off, often at the expense of the brain and internal organs. This can lead to nausea, confusion, sharp drops in blood pressure, or in severe cases, fainting or cardiac events. Betty, 80, used to shower after lunch, especially on hot days, thinking it would help her cool down. But she kept noticing that she felt wiped out afterward more than usual. Her son installed a thermometer and fan in the bathroom. They were shocked to find that even before the water started running, the room was already over 84 degrees. She shifted her shower time to late morning and kept the fan running with the door slightly cracked. She now finishes feeling refreshed, not dizzy or drained. If you tend to shower mid-afternoon, take a moment to check your bathroom's ventilation. Use fans, open a window if possible, and avoid very warm water during these hours. Your body may not warn you out loud, but it will react, and often by the time it does, it's already under strain. If you're still watching this video and finding these insights valuable, please comment number 4 below to let me know you're here. And if you haven't subscribed yet, Cold Morning Showers, recommend you subscribe and turn on the bell so you don't miss any videos. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Now let's move forward. Number 5, cold morning showers and vascular shock. For some, cold showers are seen as invigorating, a jolt to wake the body and sharpen the senses. But for seniors, especially those with underlying heart or blood pressure concerns, that cold jolt can be more than just uncomfortable. It can be dangerous when cold water hits the skin, especially early in the day when the body is still adjusting to wakefulness. It triggers an immediate constriction of blood vessels. This is the body's natural response to preserve core temperature. But in older adults, this sudden vasoconstriction can lead to a sharp spike in blood pressure and strain on the heart. Even worse, it reduces blood flow to extremities, and more importantly, may limit oxygen-rich blood to the brain for a few critical moments. This can result in lightheadedness, fainting, or if someone already has narrowed arteries, trigger a cardiac final thoughts event or min-stroke. I remember Bill, 73, who had taken up cold showers after reading about their supposed anti-aging benefits. He never had an issue in his 40s or 50s, but now a few seconds under cold water left him breathless and slightly dizzy. He shrugged it off until one morning he collapsed in the shower. Emergency responders later told him that it was likely a rapid blood pressure spike from the cold exposure combined with age-related changes in circulation. He recovered fully but switched to a warm rinse ever since. For those over 70, there's no need to prove anything with cold water. If you enjoy cooler temperatures, ease into them gradually. Start with lukewarm and lower the temperature slightly over time, or save the cooler rinse for midday when your body's already fully alert and warm. Your circulatory system has served you well for decades. There's no need to shock it awake with an ice cold blast. First thing in the morning, a gentle start is often the safest and smartest way to begin your day. Final thoughts. As we age, it's not just what we do, but when we do it that quietly shapes our health. And something as ordinary as a shower done at the wrong time can carry risks most people never see coming. You've just learned 5 specific times when showering might actually put strain on your heart, your brain, or your balance. And none of them are about how clean you are. They're about how prepared your body is to handle that moment. So take a step back and ask yourself, when do I usually shower? Right after waking, after a meal late at night, in the middle of a stuffy summer afternoon. The good news is, small changes can make a big difference. Waiting 30 minutes after waking, letting your food settle, keeping your shower warm but not hot, avoiding cold shocks when your circulation isn't ready, making sure your bathroom isn't a heat trap. These aren't just tips. They're small acts of protection, a way of telling your body, I'm listening, I care, and I want to keep you safe. Because after 70, every decision you make about your health adds up, and even quiet routines like when you bathe can either support your longevity or quietly work against it. Thank you for joining us today. We'd love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and share one thing you learned today and how you plan to use it in your life. Your thoughts are important to us, so don't hesitate to share them. Reading your comments gives us great motivation and encouragement. If you enjoyed this video and found it helpful, please like, subscribe, and share. Your support helps us continue creating good content to inform and inspire you. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you in the next video.